Hi, Bougie Gang. How are you? What's going on, guys? Y'all, I've been trying to get this information for you guys. It's been like, oh my God, just an hour goes so fast. Let me try one more search. I found something I want to talk to you guys about, but give me just a second. Let me do one more search because I'm just like, I know it's in here somewhere. Um, How's everybody doing? Take a minute, say hi to your neighbor. Say hi to your neighbor. And I gotta find this. Well, that narrowed it down a little bit. Let's see. Okay, so we were looking at the motion to suppress, right? And so I spent today, I had some time and I've been looking for the narrative that I know I read about where it really spells out the day that they arrested Nesto. And I just hadn't been able to put my hands on it, but I feel like I'm getting close. Anyway, so I'm reading the motion to suppress. I'm looking through a ton of reports because they're questioning the search, and I got to go through this some more because I'm probably looking right at it, but I'm not looking because some of these, the way that they're written, it's like here. I don't want to say it's here, there, and everywhere, but it may not necessarily be at the top of the report like I'm thinking. So I'm still looking. So just bear with me. Hopefully I'll have this all put together, and I had to request a couple of things. I'm not going to say too much because we know people are around, girl. People got people who have nothing better to do and are relying on. So I was watching something today on Court TV, and I was watching something else, and they were talking about, of course, defendants who like to run their own case, basically, that they're the ones who are kind of pushing the case forward. Um, and I think Nesto was one of them. So anyway, I went to the very first drop that we got of text messages, and I think I found like this whole, so the motion to suppress. It's funny because Nesto wrote about this back in April of 2024. Okay. What was this? So this is, girl. So 6 months ago, we are seeing that he wrote about this about 6 months ago or so, right before he got indicted. And it seems like this motion to suppress, I mean, not that obviously Nesto did not write it, but it's funny because I want to kind of go through some of this because I'm not sure where they're reading that. This is what I need to find. Um, this is interesting, but they're trying to have this whole entire vehicle search thrown out. And I'm very curious now. So hold on, so let me share my screen. Good afternoon, everybody. Let's talk about what we know. Or let's in other words, let's talk about what we think we know. Okay. Because people say we don't know or I don't know a thing, but I know what I'm reading. I know what Mr. Williams put in a text message to his old girlfriend. Okay. Hey everybody, how y'all doing? I didn't get a chance to say hi to everybody individually, so I'm going to give a summary and a big how you doing? No, I'm just kidding. How's everybody today? Oh, we miss Wendy so much. I know some of you probably don't like Wendy, but those of you who do, how you doing? How you doing? Remember when she first started doing that? Oh my God. It was like that was so funny. And then it became a thing, right? Okay. Who got here? 1, 2, 3 first. Okay. It looks like it's Sharonda Blackman. Okay. Glass Half Full, and the Elite Diva, period, with that fancy updo. Okay. And not to be outdone, CA 1983. Okay, boo. I see you, Miss Buckeye. I see y'all. All of y'all pretty much came in at the same time. What did I have for lunch today? I was hungry and I could not concentrate. I warmed up some. We have been chicken winged out over here, so just excuse me. I warmed up some lemon pepper wings. I got some Purdue lemon pepper wings. I normally make my own wings, but this weekend, girl, we were indulging in some Purdue. Um, Hot and spicy and lemon pepper. I just warmed up some lemon pepper with the garlic and parmesan wing sauce, and girl, and some lemon pepper crunch on top, girl. And Portia and Lambo sat here and harassed me the whole time. I only got to eat 2 wings, and I was like, you know what? I'm done. Let me go make my Crystal Light and get it extra, extra cold. I like it almost frozen. I like it when it gets frozen and I can just squeeze the bottle and it's like slushy inside. I said, let me go get my Crystal Light because it should be ready. And let me go talk to the girls. Okay. Let me go talk to the girls because sis has been doing her research. Now, I'm not done by any stretch of the imagination. I did request requested 2 things, and I can't say where because Miss Know It All is probably watching, and I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Miss Know It All is probably watching, and that's it. That's it. Okay. That's it. That's it. Okay. But her and her stupid ass boyfriend were in these comments, and I was like, I just said, let me go to the text messages and see what's good. Girl, all I did was a search for, should I say? I did a search. And baby, baby, y'all talking about the case too much. Oh, I'm sure we read these before, but we're going to read it again because it hits different right now. Talking about the motion to suppress. What's the motion to suppress? The motion to suppress was a document that was filed on, you guys saw this, we talked about it. And if you did not see it, go to that video because we don't have time to backtrack on this one. I'm gonna be just, you know what I'm saying? We don't. It's too much. This one's girls are not. It's an 8-pager, okay? But basically, Mr. Hoover and Ms. Walker are trying to have the vehicle search evidence suppressed, basically trying to say that the search warrant was illegally or not properly, let's say I'm going to say not properly, or some technicality not obtained properly. So they're trying to summarily have it suppressed. Okay. All right. So that's what that's all about. And they talk about specifically the search warrant, the warrant EW 0328723, which I have. I have it. Boom. Okay. It's right here. Girl, sis has been working for you. Okay. EW 0328723. Is that correct? Is that EW 0328723? Is that what y'all looking for? Is that what we're talking about? 032. Hold on a second. Let me make sure. EW 0328723. Is that what we're looking for? Okay. I got it. I had it. I just had to get my ducks in a row. Okay. And then they talked about the search warrant, which I'm getting close. I'm getting close. But I'm getting close and we'll see. Hello, can I help you? I hate when my phone rings. Okay. We're getting close because we do know, thanks to folk, that it was Judge Debbie Ann Rickman, who is a Fulton County judge, on July 8th, which is the day after he was arrested, at 2:44 p.m. Um, signed. Okay. All right. So the judge, Ivor hit an alert, and Detective Fields obtained a search warrant, and it was signed by a Fulton County judge by the name of Debbie Ann Rickman. Okay. So I'm pending that. Just bear with me. Bear with me. Okay. I'm trying to, because it's like all of this stuff to have to put together. I had to like literally print this out. Not that there were so many things, but I was really trying to kind of like, I had to give it another read, and printed it on paper and had to get my little red pen out to really like, okay, what's going on here? Like, what in my non-lawyer brain, what is this telling me? So that's what I was doing. Um, and then I went to the text. Okay. Okay. Then I came over here, and on April 4th, hopefully you guys can see this. And then on April 4th, these two numbskulls were talking to each other. And I was like, okay, hi, baby. Hi, baby. Hey, baby. What's going on? No, I'm just, okay. Hey, baby. Good morning, baby. That's Nesto to his boo. After determining, this is around the section of kind of like, who wrote this? After determining the tag came back to Mrs. Strawberry's name, what would the initial traffic stop purpose have been? Well, he is literally feeling some type of way because they pulled him over in the car that was registered to Shirley. Okay. He's really feeling some type of way. Well, after I read these text messages, I posted this motion to suppress. Go back and read it. Outside of the legalities and law that is cited, Nesto damn near, I don't know if Hoover is just following Nesto's command completely, but it's very much giving, not that it's a bad question and not that they're not good points. It's just, why are we not put it like, why are, again, they're not considering, and this is part of a defense, obviously, right? However, this is a technicality in a defense, not necessarily like you have nothing to say about any of the allegations. It's just, but you searched my car. Okay. After determining the tag came back to Mrs. Strawberry's name, what would the initial traffic stop purpose have been had Mr. Williams never exited the vehicle to walk the property at 107 Alpharetta Highway? Hold on a second. 1007 Alpharetta. I cannot wait till we see that body cam footage. I'm telling you, as soon as that body cam footage is available, I want to see it so bad. That thing. Okay, so I think he was somewhere over here. Where is 1007? Is it 1007? One, okay, it's 1070. Okay, we can't rely on Nesto. Okay, 1070. We're just getting right into it today, guys. We're just getting right into it. Okay, this is the building. Nesto decided to do one of those. Oh, let me just pull in right here, see if they leave me alone. Uh, which side of the street is it? Is this it right here? 10. Hold on. 10. This is 1072. So is this 1070? That's 1023. Ooh, girl, it took us all the way in the damn parking lot. Okay. 1078. So this has got to be it. So he must have been coming into here, these apartments or something. This like multi different use type place. Let me go back. It's like, okay, so it must be somewhere around here. 1070, but I want, here it is. I wonder if it's just not developed. That's housing. And this is, it's probably somewhere like here. Let's see what this is. Gosh, it keeps going back. Wow, look what this is October of 2018. So this is what that area used to look like. Okay, interesting. Okay. Anyway, he must have turned somewhere into here because that's what it's stating, that he turned into 1070 Alpharetta Parkway, right? Okay. Let's go back to here. Um So he walked in the property and the lot of, he says 1007 Alpharetta Highway. Mr. Hoover says 1070 Alpharetta Highway. So I don't know. Whichever one, maybe that doesn't make a difference, but we'll find the correct address. The is there body cam, he probably meant to say footage, body, is there body can cottage of this encounter documented? And there is body cam footage. There is. Did the officer disclose to Williams while he was in back of the car, of the patrol car, that she was made aware of his warrant because she observed a black Bentley in the driveway at 980 Pine Grove Road, which she considered to be suspicious and resulted in her running the plate on the Bentley? Any conversation during engagement in the patrol car would and should be recorded, correct? The car usually has dash cam, so I'm sure it more than likely was. During the investigation, he should have all of this in his discovery now. During the investigation, did the investigators determine that the laptop actually was owned by Mr. Williams at any point? So he's sending her all of these questions, and basically he's telling her she needs to send this to Hannah immediately, and also stating, like, I hope you're reading all of my messages, to determine the laptop actually was owned by Mr. Williams at any point. Whose name is the laptop registered to? Has anybody from the discovered images proved to be underage? So, has anybody from the discovered images, how about there are no images on my computer? I know that computer top to bottom, there's no images on there, but he said, has anybody from the discovered images, how about the alleged, the reported, has anybody from the discovered, as if, oh, they did find something. According to him, he doesn't know anything about it. Why would there be something there? Why are you, so you're saying they're lying, but you're also asking, so based on what they found, have you determined that somebody was underage? Like, that's weird to me. I'm not looking at the chat right now. So if you guys are talking, just I should put a thing so you guys can run questions. Because I'm gonna miss a bunch of stuff. Can the lack of this, you guys can see this? Okay. Um, hair and hand size make a clear determination or conclusion of age? Where within the device files were the images found? Okay. Where within the device files were the images found? Were there any found in Mr. Williams' email inbox? Was Mr. Williams' internet search history research to make a determination to the possibility of these messages being downloaded by him? And What IP address made the download of said images? Why was this charge dismissed and then recharged? Clearly the same bond exists for the charge twice, which was raised the total bond amount significantly higher than it was previously. That is a major error which needs to be rectified. Judge Brooks is the judge. And also make sure to inform Doug that this is all to be forwarded to Hannah tonight, ASAP. I also did a search for Doug and I did a search for Joe, and they use Doug and Joe interchangeably. So they're absolutely ridiculous. Okay. Um, there are 3 paragraphs I sent. Make sure he gets them all. I also sent you, this is when he's definitely got her on his secretary. Make sure he gets them all. I also sent you a case supplemental report for the charge and circle the date, which is important. Pull the report out so you can match up the information. My aim is illegal search and seizure. Okay? My aim is illegal search and seizure. And what do we have 6 months later? Because they probably aren't getting anything else from Nesto. Motion to suppress vehicle search. Basically, that's his defense. He wants to run with illegal search and seizure, but that's his defense. Illegal search and seizure. That's it. Which some of the questions are directed towards. I am also down to my last $5. LOL. There's nothing funny about being down to your last $5. Okay. How are you doing, my love? And how is your day going? Okay, I love you. I just woke up. Miss you. Okay, so that's Sonya, of course. I just woke up. Okay. Um, I was watching this good series last night. Lots of sex. It was good. I sent it all to Doug. Okay. I sent to Doug. So she said twice. Okay. So here we go again from Nesto. Questions for a preliminary hearing if Ernest Williams had only a body warrant on July 6th. 2022 from previous investigation and was observed walking around a parking lot taking pictures and videos of prospective rental property, no longer operating the F-350. I don't know why he said 359, but probably fat fingers. Why then, after this arrest, was the truck impounded versus allowing Williams to have someone of his discretion come recover the vehicle? Well, it's not even up to him. If the car's not registered to him, even though it's his wife, they probably would have called her to tell her to come pick it up. But it was some bullshit. So clearly maybe they felt like they saw something, they needed to search the vehicle, whatever. But he feels like his whole entire RICO problem is on some illegal search and seizure, which is absolutely ridiculous. Why was this vehicle searched after Williams was taken into custody? Is the process of this improper search? What compelled Officer Fields to confiscate a laptop from the vehicle? How did the laptop relate to executing the body warrant or relate to a theft by deception? Well, considering the allegations and we'll read that in just a second. They're fighting. Hold on a second, guys. Well, they're not fighting, but they're having a strong conversation over here. Just a second. It's so funny because then they walk in here like, what? What did I do? What's wrong? Hey, thank you. Someone's dropping me a cash app. Thank you so much. Y'all are sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's very nice. I appreciate that. Okay. Hey, sir. Okay. Maybe they'll stop now. Okay. I would think because of the nature of the crime, they might want to get any electronics that they could perceive may have been part of the business. I don't know, but we'll find out. How did the laptop relate to executing the body warrant or relate to the theft by deception charge in which the warrant derived from? I don't know where he got these questions from. Maybe there's like Chat GPT and they gave him all of this. The vehicle did not belong to Mr. Williams as it was registered to someone else, correct? Someone else, as in your wife. That's basically your truck. That's you and her truck. It's marital asset. So, how does any content found in the vehicle belong to him? Look at them trying to shift blame. How actually did the officer Fields determine who was operating the vehicle if the windows were tinted, rolled up due to AC blowing during July, which is maybe the hottest month of the summer, while supposedly driving past on Pine Grove Road? Is Field suggesting that she just recognized Williams from a glance in passing and decided to follow him? How was Officer Yavakchenko currently on the scene in such a short period of time to pull behind the F-350 at the same time as Fields? I mean, maybe they were following, maybe they were really keeping an eye on your ass. Were these officers already surveilling Mr. Williams, placing him conveniently at Pine Grove Road simultaneously, or was it a unintentional coincidence? I don't know who wrote that for him. Sylvia set to visit you tomorrow. If you don't want to see her, just don't go out. Shaking my head. My visit is Sunday now. Let's see. Oh, I forgot we go up this way. That's right. Okay. Okay. Where's the other one? Okay. I think that's everything for right now that I wanted to talk about on that. Give me just one second. Let me do this. Oh, goodness. Okay. Oh, I want to show you guys something else too. Just keep all of what I just said in mind. Okay. Um so Doug wants to know how people know his name. Well, if you do a search for Doug, it shows up 16 times. I'll text Doug about getting the lease and proof of payment from the landlord. Okay. Send me a text telling Hannah and Doug that I am the point of contact for your legal situation. Because Doug doesn't respond to me. And also make sure you inform. Am I okay? I was about to say, I'm going to make sure you guys could see. Also, make sure you inform Doug that this is all to be forwarded to Hannah. It was good. I sent it all to Doug. I sent it to Doug. Remember, let me know what you need Doug to know about court. I'm just trying to process this shit because everything Doug told me seems to be untrue. Oh, is that where Doug was mad because he said that they lied? Okay, that's interesting. They said they had my back, but every hearing, the DA has been hitting me hard. The last bond hearing on the 11th of March, Hannah told the judge she was going to submit my bond motion that night and follow up with the DA. It didn't happen. If I can get is 9661 case off of me, I'll be a little better. There isn't any evidence, but nobody is listening. How can you be in the same building as the public defender and the DA won't communicate? Is that why Doug said you're saying that? So when Doug told Nesto that he said, you're telling people that we lied to you, Nesto, it's in your text messages, sir. They're probably reading everything. Okay. Text me like you're talking to Doug what you want me to tell what you want him to do. I'll send it to him. Another, I'll take it to Doug first and then press the issue. But if I have to take it to the mainstream media, oh, excuse me, you know, I'm gonna make sure all your evidence gets out. Oh, really? One way or another. I'm going to take it to Doug first and then I'm going to press the issue. But if I have to take it to mainstream media because they're already looking into Fulton County corruption, I will. Are you guys seeing this from March 29th, 2024? But you want a gag order? Are y'all talking? Thank you. Hey, boo. Remember you showed us the security charger parked up? Yeah. He is upset that tracker didn't pick up Officer Field in the cut. Well, oh well. Oh well. Okay. Oh well. Okay. Oh, but sis wants to make sure. Let me snapshot this one. Let me do a little screenshotty shot. Sonya Durham. Let me just, oh man, I hate when I do that. Hold on. Okay. He could only be so fake because he deliberately did not help, but stayed in his feelings like it was about him. Like this is about him. I don't need to be around anybody at this point. I have no respect for the lack of support. Okay. All right. Anywho, let's see what else they mentioned. But yeah, sis said she was gonna go to all of YouTube wondering why your page is private now. Because ain't nobody wondering. Okay, when she said all of YouTube, not all of YouTube, we know why it was private. When I went to the page and couldn't access it because her ass was tired. Sonya was so tired watching my live streams and seeing me go over to Nesto's page and we will go through it along with many other people. Everybody was using Nesto's Buckhead for one reason or another, right? She got tired of that and made it private. We knew why that shit was private. When I could not access it, I immediately knew that was your bitch ass. I knew it was. Like, come on now. I'm not stupid. I didn't have to wonder. I knew exactly what it was. I knew I was either blocked or you took the shit down. And I was blocked and eventually you took the shit down. Anyway, okay. I was coming Sunday. The bank never responded yet. I went by today. I will call Metro for phone cards. I'm sleepy. Stop wearing lashes. I gave Doug the information regarding 1819 and the text from the young girl. Why do they have to keep calling her the young girl or for young girl? Okay, I told Doug that your bank statements, I told Doug that your bank statements, that your phone records will alibi you. You could request them if they bring the papers from Wells Fargo. Okay, this is my point though. We're just finding Doug entries because we're getting, but you can share this with Douglas because he's waiting on your call. Now she's calling him Douglas. Okay. Douglas, boom. His dumbass puts his whole name. Okay, where it had to be redacted. Okay. Good afternoon, love. Pamela Blank is the head and Douglas is the investigator. Okay. Okay. Douglas is, well, it says investor, but we know he meant investigator. Okay. Let's look Joe. Okay. Let's see how many times Joe shows up. Oh, just 38 times. Okay. If you do a search for Joe, this 38 times. Okay. Let's start from the bottom. Oh, okay. That one's not our Joe. That one's Joe Biden. So that one's off the hook. Joe, whatever that is, some numbers. I don't know if that's a code for something. I don't know. Joe came to see me. That's fucked up. What did to her? 215. Joe came to see me. That's fucked up. What they did to her. I'm not sure what they're talking about. The guy Joe doesn't want me to have any contact with them anymore. So do you think I have Bible study with them on Sunday? How is it that you're gonna like? I love how Sean tries to make it seem like people had access to something when these fools have sat up here and talked about everything in these damn text messages. Everything that they accused, it's all right here. It's all right here. Okay. He said Joe doesn't want me to have any contact with them anymore. So do you think I have Bible study with them on Sunday? Did they make it back home yet? I'm asking for your opinion because old boy is always negative and I don't want to feel like I'm turning my back on someone who's prayed for me. Who do you think that is? That's Silverback. I mean, what is because negative Joe said no. And if she's going to film it next week so I can have everything documented, those witches destroyed her character and image on her YouTube channel like that. Those witches. Y'all, they are so pressed. Do you see how pressed these folks are? Them folk pressed, okay? All right, let's keep going. We're just looking for Joe. Hey, Joe, I will write the judge. You bank statements will free you. Joe say they watch everything on YouTube, so hopefully they heard me on that. I hope they watch this episode. This is an episode I want them to watch. Okay. Hey, hey. If you guys were live with me this morning, hey, that's all I'm going to say. Hey, let me stop. Or I wrote, well, let me go back to the witches. Them witches. Them witches destroyed her character on YouTube. Where is it? I hope his ass. So what did Joe say? What's going on? What's going to happen tomorrow so I can prepare myself? I hope his ass was positive. Like I said, I'm getting mail from bloggers now. I wonder who he's talking about. I knew when were bitter. I knew women were bitter, but I never knew they were that negative. Well, welcome to SONYA. Huh, that's your boo thing right there. Am I going the right way? I wanted to go that way. Hold on. I think I was going, wasn't I going this way? Oh, okay. I was going this way. Okay. Joe came to see me. Okay. Joe doesn't want me to have any contact with those people. And I think he was talking about Bible Lady because negative Joe said no. So Nesto sat there and lied. Okay. So when we watched that video and Nesto told SONYA to not have anything to do with calling Hannah, only talk to Joe, all of that stuff. And Joe, and he said that he tried to tell him that he was saying stuff about them, and you did all up in your text messages. So I mean, how can you expect your lawyer to help you when you're sitting there lying to them? Can we talk about that for a minute? You're lying to, they know, like, it's not that they heard from YouTube. Nesto's so dumb. He's listening to SONYA tell him about YouTube, and then he's trying to tell Joe, no, I never said those things, or we never said those things. Meanwhile, it's SONYA saying those things, and they're saying it in the text messages, and Joe's probably sitting there reading them. Dummy. Okay. Or I wrote Joe and he can't tell you. That's not important. As we grow old, our circles will get smaller. Whatever. Okay. So what did Joe say that's going to happen tomorrow so I can prepare myself? I hope his ass was positive. Like I said, I'm getting mail from bloggers now. I knew women were bitter, but I never knew they were that negative. Okay. Hold on. All right. Look at Joe. Look at Joe. He could have gotten all that information to set me free, but he didn't. So I need to get out of here ASAP so I can my own ass with my own evidence because time is running out. I'm gonna but I need to know, are you coming immediately or are you wait until I come back from Africa because I have a lot of lawsuits. These people are crazy. Okay? Let's read that one from the beginning. This is a rant. Good morning again. Are you coming back in town to get me out? Oh shit. Good morning again. Good morning again. Are you coming back in town to get me out? These are questions that I need to be answered. Did you see the video yesterday at court? How the judge caught the DA in many lies, even when she said she talked to victims and we knew she was lying. That's not the way those people talk, the way she was describing. And when she said, I missed a court date, when the judge said, I never missed a court date. Did you see when she went back in her chambers to get a file on me? That's because I sent her a letter and I sent the lawyer a letter breaking everything down. So as you see, that hit didn't do anything to help me at all at the end because the DA still used the same lies from the past DA Majestic, which is DA Majeski. So I have a bond now. Are you coming back to get me out? Or are you still trying to use that old system with the phone system and the bank statements? No one cares about that right. No one cares about that right now. Sonya, don't worry about the phone system and the bank statements. He said nobody cares about that right now. Okay, stop wasting your time. Look at Joe. He could have gotten all that information and set me free, but he didn't. So I need to get out of here ASAP so I can my own ass with my own evidence because time is running out. I'm going to write you a letter, but I need to know, are you coming immediately or are you wait until you come back from Africa because I have a lot of lawsuits. I know y'all cracking up right now. He has a lot of lawsuits, and I need you to get back from Africa. Girl, I don't know what blogger. I have no idea, baby. I have no idea. That's not in. I don't know anything about that. Okay. Hold on a second. Let's go back because this is funny. Okay. So that's another. Okay, let's go to the next Joe comment. Okay. Because I gave her all the facts she needed. So do not email her or Joe anymore on any of these matters because I'm going backwards. Baby, let's start. Okay, as far as that truck, I'm going to take a real lawyer. It's going to take a real lawyer to deal with that while I'm here because as you see what I'm working with, it's not that strong. And do not have I mean, if it's look, this is my thing. The truth will always rise to the top. The truth is always like the truth is the level set to anything. If there are lies, lies have to be sustained because when people are telling the truth, you can't a lie is always going to show itself, right? This is my thing, Nesto. You're so worried about a technicality. It just tells me something about your innocence and lack thereof because You're so worried about finding a technicality than people actually knowing the truth of the matter, just the truth, period. You're All he's doing is trying to pick things, random things apart that are meaningless. But anyway, um, let's see. So that's why I have to get out of here to get my own team to understand my lingo. Girl, he's a fucking nut. Okay. Because I need to get this off of me so I can get back on social media. What? Let me. I need to get out of here. I need to get this off of me because I need to get back on social media. That's how I'm going to make my streaming income from my platform. What is this ninja talking about? Why did we not do a search for Joe and Doug a long time ago? That's where the shits are, okay? Nesto said, girl, because I need to get this off of me so I can get back on social fucking media. Okay. That's how I'm gonna make my streaming income from my platform. So it's no way I can deal with that truck until I get out of here. That's why I need those body cameras. That's a lot of unanswered question that I have the key to. I'm grateful I have a bond because they could have made it a cash bond and I would have had no way of getting out. At least I still have a fighting chance now. So get past the money and get on the future because the money is already here now. Because I know the case is going to get dropped because I knew my lawyer didn't say anything to the DA on my behalf of the proof that I am innocent and there's no way I could have committed that crime because I gave her all the facts she needed. So, what's the facts he gave her? I don't know them, folk. Because I gave her all the facts she needed. So, do not email her or Joe anymore on any of these matters because I'm going backwards. They didn't tell me that the Bible lady was there because they wanted me to keep them silent. They didn't tell me that the Bible lady was there because they wanted to keep them silent up to the point. So I just gonna sleep all day because I'm depressed like a motherfucker. And I know she gonna try to come see me tomorrow and I will sit down and pray with her. Girl, baby. Okay. I sent that to Joe to get the records, but I don't trust he will. The reason why Joe got into your ass is because you and Sonya sit up here and talk about fucking Joe all like that you guys talk the fuck out of Joe's name. Okay. It's giving Nesto wants to be a blogger. Okay. Because he wants to earn streaming income. Are you coming back to town to get me out? Girl, was that not hilarious? Fast forward to Sonya taking him regular clothes to court to wear to a hearing, not a trial. Okay. Thank you, Tanya B. Okay. Remember you showed us. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. I have that as a background somewhere. When I finish reading this stuff, I'm gonna take y'all to Pine Grove Road in a minute, okay? We gonna end this at Pine Grove Road at PGR, okay? At PGR, we gonna finish this thing up. Hold on, let me move that comment. Um Guys, if you have not taken a minute yet, hit the like button for me. I haven't even, because I trust you guys and I love you guys so much, and this is our special lunchtime. I haven't even checked just that y'all have taken care of your girl. Please tell me I added. Okay, I was about to say, y'all, I didn't monetize my last live by mistake because I was so busy trying to get this research. Hold on a second. I didn't even log into Real Talk Bougie for my monitor. I'm still in Love Lies and Lace Fronts. Let me pivot. Let me pivot up out of there because I'm over here now. Okay. Let me see what we're working with. Looks like we got some new subscribers. Welcome to the new subscribers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Make sure to hit the notifications. That's number 1. And then number 2, hit the thumbs up because every thumbs up helps. It really does. Okay. I think you guys are doing your job. I feel like it. We have 671 and we have right up under 300. So hopefully at least 100 or 2 of you will look at your phone right now and say, "Oh shit, I must be bugging. I didn't hit the thumbs up yet." What? Period. Okay, thank you. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. All right, let's keep going because we have 28 more Joe entries. We got a lot. Okay. I sent Joe. So number 1, let's go back to this question that I asked earlier. Joe wants to accuse people of people outing his name. Well, these 2 fuck ups, aka numbskulls, call him Joe and Doug simultaneously. Doug the investor, aka investigator, and then Joe who works with Hannah. So it's like pick your poison, sir, because at the end of the day, the bottom line is they exposed you, not me. Okay? They exposed you, not me. Okay? They sit up, look, you can see Cobb County, Fonnie. We'll do a search for Fonnie Willis too, but we'll see what time looks like. I sent that to Joe to get the records, but I don't trust he will. I've been begging him for months. The attorney told me that if we alibi you, we can drop charge. All eyes on Fulton County right now. This is SONYA talking, of course. They cannot afford any mistakes, no more lies. They can tell. I will go to every news source and tell it. It's sad. 2 years in jail, no evidence, no indictments. Love you. Well, spoiler alert, a month from now, you gonna have an indictment for that ass. Okay. You're gonna have a nice fat one. Okay. All right. Where are we now? We are at March 12th. First of all, I don't speak. I'm sure it's probably feel. First of all, I don't feel like I lost today because at least I know what's going on. But I need to know out. I need to find out which of my cases has been indicted, supposedly. I need you to contact Joe and have him tell Hannah to prepare the paperwork to be signed by the DA stating that my CP case was no prosecuted, dismissed since it's not being recognized in the system. No. You know what happened? Nestor, you know what happened? It wasn't no prost, it wasn't no prost. And this is actually what happened.
But me, I get dogged out all the way around. Nasty Nesto. I'm telling folks, man, I ain't dead man with these folks, man. Hold on.
What's your name, Nesto? What's your name, Nesto? You know what? You know what?
What?
It's funny that you said that you just brought back some memories. So when you said that, when I told you, I think on a couple phone calls back, remember I told you, I said, you know what they call you right here? Yeah, you say what? And I said, they call you Nasty Nestos, right? However I said it. So yeah. They don't took my voice.
I can speak to that. As to 23 CP 215407 at our last hearing, the state did move to null process or to decline that particular case. We will just revive that case in an indictment.
What's your name, Nesto?
Okay, so you heard Earlene Winfrey.
What's your name,
I just played this for a reason because Earlene Winfrey said, "Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry, Judge. We're just going to revive that in indictment." Okay. Someone asked a question. I see you retracted it. Maybe just after thinking about it for a minute, look, Joey is someone who comes to our chat. Just think about it. If Joe and Doug are the same person, okay? Joey comes to the Bougie Gang chat. Just think about it. First of all, and I don't know, but what I'm gonna say is this: wouldn't it be crazy if one of the investigators on Nesto's case was sitting discussing? It's not just being in the bushes of it all, okay? Because they said that they do listen to YouTube. They're listening to see what the bloggers are talking about. But just think about calling in on a panel and giving opinions and all of the things. Do you think that a investigator from the Fulton County Public Defender's Office would be calling in, giving a name, and talking to the host, and then turn around and trying to set up said individual with lies with the person's attorney? Like, all jokes aside, this guy could spend the rest of his life in jail. That really doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be any type of way about it. I'm just saying, if you really put that together, that would be so inappropriate and so like you're fired on many different levels of impropriety. I don't know who Joey is. Joey's name could be Bill Schwartz for all I know. He is no different to me than any of you guys in this chat. There are plenty of people from this chat who call and hit my panel every single time I drop a link. I don't know who those people are. You know what I'm saying? Just because somebody says they might be in, I don't know, Houston, Texas, they could be living in damn Chicago, Illinois. You know what I mean? I just go by what you guys say. You know what I'm saying? I don't know anybody. Only person I know is me. So I don't know who Joey is. I'm being straight up honest. I'm just trying to break it down to demystify. There's no difference with other people who call in on a regular or not call in on a regular. Um, just because it's a man. You know what I'm saying? It's not really weird to me that a guy calls in, because there are men who are interested in this topic, and there are men. We have about almost a 20% male audience. They just don't. They're not chatting with you ladies in the thing. They just. I'm assuming they're just liking to listen. I don't know, but we have about roughly about a 17 to 18% male audience. Nothing. Somebody asked, is Joe, Joey, and Doug the same person? And I'm just asking, I'm just putting out there, like, just think about it. How could Joey be the same as Joe and Doug? Joe works with Sean Hoover. Why would he be calling into my panel? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's not the same person. I would hope it's not the same person. If it is, that's their business. And I treat everybody the same who calls in. But if Doug/Joe is dumb enough to call up and pretend to be a guy named Joey Sea Dog, that's on him. That's not my problem. That's not my problem. You know what I mean? But I don't think so. I really don't. That doesn't make sense. But so many things don't make sense, because some of these people in this place of Nesto and SONYA, some of these people are very dumb. They're very, very dumb and stupid. So I don't know. But Joey Sea Dog is Bougie Gang, as far as I know. He seems to be a very bright guy, and he likes to talk the case, and he calls in. As for anything other than that, just like I don't pry to find out you guys' first and last names and what y'all do, I don't do that to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Joey sounds black to me. I feel like he basically told us he was black one day. I can't remember when it was, but if you go back and listen to enough, you'll know. Yes. Joe and Doug. Joe is the man who was sitting behind Nesto and them. You see, if you go watch Dennis's report from the day that he was in court, and SONYA had her trench coat and heels on, you will see you'll see the camera focuses right in on him. So he's right there. Okay, let's get back to business. Okay. But yeah, I appreciate the person who asked about the, but yeah, believe there's more men that watch us than you guys would even know. Like it's literally like 18%. Okay. Like on my other channel, I think I have a 5% male population. Here it's almost 20. Okay. Okay, let's keep going. Joe, we're enjoying the Joe search of the text. First of all, I don't feel like okay. Also, I also need to know. Are we in the right place? Okay, good. I also need you to contact Joe and have him tell Hannah to prepare the paperwork to be signed by the DA stating that my CP case to I need you to call and to prepare the paperwork. Okay. Well, that didn't happen. That didn't happen because she said she was bringing it back in an indictment. That didn't happen. Okay. Next. All right. Tell Joe I need those bond orders signed and filed with the clerk so that I can make bond ASAP before these people kill me with the lies. Their office should have dropped the ball. The office shouldn't have dropped the ball on the dismissal order. I'm thinking this entire time I have bond. I hope the Bible lady was there so she can expose the truth. Good luck with that. Wow. Too bad. Because in a month, what you don't know, Nesto, is that in a month, you're going to have a legendary Rico waiting for you. Okay. She, thank you, Carmel Beauty. Thank you so much, hon. Okay, hold on a second. Let's drop some coins on our sis. Let me drop some coins for everybody. You guys are all here. This has been so much fun. Okay, hold on a second. Well, we dropping in coins today. Okay. I should get the dollar. Okay, let's keep going because we gotta make the most of our time. Okay. I can't thank you so much, sis. I appreciate you. I can't do anything more. Okay. I have to have Dion or Dre talk with Joe. I can't do anything more than phone or bank records. It is more than one video phone conversation in which you are talking shit on me. So I'm done. Believe me, please. You are not changing my mind. So this is around the time period that SONYA was mad because she was pissed because Nesto said she couldn't afford him. And sis, you're on damn Social Security. You can't afford him. So boom. Okay. I sent Dre the number for Joe. Ooh, she was being snickety. Okay. So yes, any of you guys who have these text message blocks, do a control, just do a search and plug in Joe if you want to read the entirety of these messages, but we're going to try and get through them. But we're not reading the whole thing of everything, but we're trying. So yes, I am distressed and feeling demoralized at the highest level at this point. Lastly, I need you to text Joe so he can bring the signed and stamped bond order ASAP. Nesto is bugging. He's not getting that. I have not received any paperwork concerning the bond from Joe. You guys are laughing. Oh God, you guys are so funny. Mammy Fresh is going to stand up in court and say, "Excuse me, Shirley Strawberry's husband, he's supposed to have a bond. I witnessed it myself. Shirley Strawberry's husband, D.A. Winfrey said she was going to Nulla Pros, and now she said she's going to bring it in an indictment, and we have not seen the indictment. And Mr. Williams, he is innocent. Please, I'm standing to vouch for my friend." Miss Waller, my name is Sylvia Tomasimi Pax. And Mr. Strawberry is supposed to have a bond. Okay. Okay. Is this YSL? Y'all, did Adrian Love get replaced? Did they give Adrian Love a different assignment? I'm just wondering. Did you guys hear about that? I have not received any paperwork concerning bond from Joe. It wouldn't matter if he had paperwork or not. You don't have cash. How do you don't have anything, okay? But he can race down here to report to me what the bloggers say. Baby, why have we not? I don't even know. Joe can't come down here. Hey, Joe, I want you to comment, okay? Nesto wants to know why, when it was time to get him out and he's supposed to have a bond, it's crickets. But you can come, he said, race down here. He said, race, Joe. He said, but you can race down here to report to me what the bloggers say. Shaking my head. Joe, I think what Nesto's trying to say is that you're messy. You're messy, Joe. Joe, you're running down to the jail to want to talk about excuse me, I was about to say Love, Lies, and Lace Fronts. What Real Talk Bougie has to say. You want to talk on Na La La. You want to talk on Wisdom's daughter. But you can't handle the business of a bond. But you know all the bloggers, what they have to say, and go run tell Mr. Hoover. Go run tell Mr. Hoover that. Okay, go run tell Mr. Hoover that, right, Gloria Love? Like Glorious Love? Okay. He said Joe is running to report on the bloggers. Okay, but your girlfriend reporting on the bloggers too. All of y'all tell everything. Okay. Let's see what Joe comment is. I hope Joe takes this shit serious and brings his ass down here, because when he got the paper for Lewis to sign off the case, it took him 3 weeks to get it to Hannah. I signed on 2/7/24, but she didn't act until 3/1/24. This shit crazy. Anything else I need passwords for to be included? Keep pushing those buttons and something should happen. Thank you again. Love you the most today. Love you the most today. Love you the most today. I don't get that. You know how to keep a man happy. Boy, stop. Okay. Basically, that is code for, damn it, keep playing a good secretary. I love you the most today. Okay. All right. I know Joe is not going to it at all. Can you call YSL attorney to come so I can you call YSL attorney to come so I can do it and get back to you that way? I know Joe is not going to it at all. Nesto wants those $1 million attorneys. Girl, Drake was in the news yesterday talking about he was going to put some bread out there for damn Jeffrey. If it takes a Drake bank account to help Jeffrey, he said he was going to put some bread on Jeffrey's situation. Baby, you think them YSL attorneys are coming down there for you when that's a whole Drake bill? Are you kidding me? If you didn't hear about it, look it up. Champagne Poppy said he was going to put some bread on the Jeffrey situation. Okay? Don't play. Nesto, you cannot afford what's going on over there at YSL. Those guys are going through a lot of money. Okay? Them tourneys cost. Okay? You got to be out of your mind. Okay, I'll have an attorney send it. What, sis, what are you talking about? I'll have an attorney send it. I don't trust Joe would give it to you. I feel everyone is against helping you. World full of hate. So I really am gonna need an apology, Roberto Tight Suit Hoover. Can you please get your client under control? And can you please stop Doug to stop lying? Doug used my whole government name, gave it to big fat tight suit wearing having ass Roberto. Joy sat there like she didn't know what the fuck was going on. Meanwhile, these idiots are up here in these text messaging talking about every damn thing. And Joe is trying to make it seem like we're leaking stuff. Are you kidding me? The foolishness. I sent a copy to her and Joe. It was already discussed and now it backfired. I honestly believe her superior is collaborating with the DA against me. So please make sure the Bible lady receives these messages from me, as I believe she's going through hell herself. I truly hope. Where am I? Bible lady is going through herself. I truly hope you're having better days. I can feel when you're not feeling too great, but but I'm sorry. I can feel when you're not feeling great, and it affects me as well, even though we aren't even around one another. Okay. I need you to hound Joe and Hannah. They obviously aren't doing their job. I went from 1.3 million to over 2 million in bond. Ah! Oh God, help me. Ah! Ah! Oh my God. They are obviously aren't doing their job. I went from 1.3 million to over 2 million in bond. How the fuck does that happen? My defense needs to address and have it cleared prior to me going to court. And also found out the judge's name is Brooks, which whom I'll be in front of on the 8th. Let them know that that was that as well. But this is crazy. Shaking my head. I have a bond like a person. I have a bond like a person accused of a serial murder. Hell, some murderers have lower bonds. This is ridiculous. Oh my God, I got to take off my glasses and wipe my eyes. This is too much. I had no idea. You guys know I have not read these top to bottom. And we go for reference. We basically use these as reference. And today I was like, let me check out the F350. Like I said, let me see how many times Doug shows up. And when I saw Doug show up, I said, let me see how many. And when I saw Joe showed up 38 times, I was like, ain't this some shit? But you're going to blame me for leaking to the public who Joe/Doug is. And that's crazy because it was these fools. Okay. Anyway, he's like, Hannah and Joe are not doing their job. He says he has a $2 million bond now. It went from 1.3 million to over 2 million. And he has a bond to the extent of like a serial killer. Okay. Thank you so much, sis. I appreciate that. Secret Be Sweet just gifted some friends. Thank you for gifting a friend or 5. Thank you so much, sis. Trio 2. I Stay Blessed. Nikki G. Sharonda Blackman and King of Kush. What? Kingdom of Kush, excuse me. You just got gifted. And let me tell you something. If you know like I know, we had a member live last night and it was good. It was good. It was funny. We had a good time. And it's available upon the replay. And if you're not a member here, but you follow me on Patreon, it's over there. Okay. So you guys go get into it. All of my new gifted, all of my new members, go get into it when you finish over here, and hit the thumbs up and make sure comment. Let me know that you were here. I so appreciate it. We have about 300 that have not hit the thumbs up, and y'all go ahead, handle that business. Okay, handle that business with this pleasure. Okay, even if you're not subscribed, it's okay. Hit the thumbs up. It's not gonna hurt you. Okay, it will not hurt you at all. Okay. Um, and if it hurts you to help me, that's okay too. Just sit back because at the end of the day, it's the watch time that pays. Thank you very much. Okay, I appreciate it. Okay, let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going. Let's try to get through this. Good news today. Hannah popped up unexpectedly and said she had Joe's request my phone records 2 to 3 weeks ago, but have not gotten a response from him yet. Also, she says she will speak with the DA 30 minutes prior to court in order to negotiate a possible deal that would drop the CP case, bond to 50K, and if not, we're moving forward to preliminary hearing at 9:30, simultaneously addressing the bond matters during the same hearing. I gave her a copy of the text I sent you 3 days ago regarding the case. Also, she informed me that the blogger slash lawyer lady lied to Judge Adams in order to gain access to have a camera rolling. Now I think we've already talked about that. We know that's not true because first of all, who that we know that that's not true. And I think that was addressed a long time ago. So I'm not even going to go into that, but we know that that is not true. People who operate under number one, a superior code of ethics, not to mention a license to do their job, don't engage in things of that matter, and we're not even going to substantiate that because it's not worth it because we know that um the blogger lawyer lady operates in a very high standard, so we're not going there. This is the man who's been in jail and lies his ass off all the time, so we're not gonna go there. But that's what they do. That's what these people do, is that they lie. They lie. Anyway, let's keep going. We're not giving that no shine, okay? Because we already know. Let's see, girl, because they lied on me and two other people, and well, really, they lied that whole damn day. Let me let me just say that. Okay. Anywho, let's get the phone records from Joe that Hannah said she ordered 2 weeks ago, which will help show the innocence, and then I can move forward with exposing the truth, which releasing the truth to the public, which releasing the truth to the public. And yes, let's allow Hannah to get as much of the info as possible first. Let me tell you something. Hannah would have had to be a complete fool to take any type of official records from that weirdo, right? You can email Joe and inform him that I will start publicizing this whole ordeal because all I asked was them to gather info to take to the DA and show my innocence, but they didn't do that. The Bible lady must stress to them that I cannot trust anything my defense team says. So Nestor wants to know why his defense team is in his ass because of all of this. I mean, it's nothing but him trashing. Let me screenshot this because I swear to God, let me tell you something. The next time someone says something stupid to me, baby, uh-uh. Okay. Let's see. Let's get big again. You can email Joe and inform him that I will start publicizing this whole ordeal. So look at the date on this, 4/11. You can email Joe and inform him that I will start publicizing this whole ordeal because all I asked him was to gather information to take to the DA and show my innocence. But how the hell did that jump? Hold on. You can take the email in front of the ordeal because I asked him to gather the information to take to the DA and show my innocence, but they didn't do that. Bible lady must stress to them I cannot trust anything my defense team says, and the court hearing prove it. I have to defend myself now by publicizing things. Tell me how many followers Bible lady has as well. If that ninja says one more thing about a damn gag order, baby, they need to stop it. They just need to stop altogether. It's a wrap. Okay. Joe Joe was saying before that you were wrong for saying that. Shake my head, but I don't think that. It's amazing how many people have said you're bad for my case when it's the opposite. It's amazing how many people have said that you're bad for my case when it's the opposite. It's like they want me to go down. Anyone who uses their heads and reads the details of the case should see I'm innocent. He's a fool. Thank you for supporting me with your strong mindset. Without it, I'd be doomed. Well, with it, you're doomed too. You definitely need to get your son out of here. ATL is no longer the Black Mecca, it's an illusion. Okay. I've asked Joe to retrieve the records, etc., to help vindicate me, but they haven't, so I must go ahead myself. Let him know I will be speaking live about it, all the injustice, including the unattainable bond in my possession as well. It's time to allow my voice to be heard. I will inform the world how you've been the only person to help me to expose the truth and injustice. Lastly, you need to screenshot the message from the person who asked, was I okay in my DM? Very important. We're exposing that too. Who asked him, was he okay? Was I okay in my DM? Okay. Let's see. We'll search for that in a minute. I only have, we gotta finish it, wrap this up. Make sure to inform Joe that I'm doing so there's no surprises, as I've been asking for his assistance. I do not wish to speak on 2019 until I've gathered all your all your information. Also, his date of birth is blank. Robert something. What is Robert Capo is the name they have in the system. Okay, maybe that's someone he was helping. I feel like that Sylvia released this. Okay, I'm not sure what that's about, but we'll skip that. I'm not sure who Robert Capo is or Robert whoever. Joe brought it today. This is 426. It lists the charges, girl. So this is now he's got his indictment. He was sitting up there complaining. So this is all around the time, because remember he went on Silverback Live and he went on Sylvia Live, and he for what 2.5 hours, and then the next day or the day after that, I think it was the next morning. Did he not get indicted? He got indicted right after that. Girl, you said Silverback Studios? Oh my God. Okay. So, good afternoon. I received part of the indictment. Joe bought it today. It lists the charges 1 through 39. Hannah's boss is the one who will represent me moving forward. I was on federal probation starting in 2008 and had no run-ins or pending cases at all. So the theft are lies. Also, a lot of the information aren't going to include me, but will be activities alleged will probation. Also, the information will be activities alleged that have been committed by me and Erica. Not so now you know who Erica is. You said you didn't know who Erica was, and you sure do know how to spell her name with a K. Not charges, only acts included within one of the RICO. I have no conviction since 2005. Okay. I will be indicted on the child stuff and rape cases next week, according to Joe. He's under the impression that the bond will be reduced at this point with me having a new judge. He also suggests I refrain from speaking on the channel as well. That's that's too late. Okay. Are you planning to stay in Atlanta? Are you leaving and getting the RV and move on? I only I'm only more confident in the outcome of all of this, especially knowing Joe feels I'm innocent on the grape charges. I'm waiting to be indicted and for the information involved. And the person who sent you that DM is absolutely correct, but also, I'm staying calm. Also, study other cases as well, getting more knowledgeable. Joe suggested a while back to discontinue to speak out, but at the same notion, his advice has not proved to be helpful in the least. So I don't know. And your confidential meeting last week, I'm still unaware if that was to benefit regarding my indicted or non-indicted cases. Let me know. I'm still missing the last two DuPont magazines. Can you follow up on my order? Pretty fucked up, as I was looking forward to reading this email, but Joe claims not to have received it. It's also confusing, and I would not be enduring any of this with an official attorney who took time to listen to what you have to say. Also, he claims the government is using YouTube against me. Any negative comments, etc., it happened before as well. Well, they are so negative. They talk, I mean, look at all we have read. Look at all we have ascertained just by doing a search for Joe. Okay? This is ridiculous. Not Joe. He seemed to be no help. Okay. You must have spoken to someone to know I had an attorney visit today. And if you want to talk to anyone, let it be my attorney only, not Joe. He seems to be no help. Also, my apologies about earlier. I was just messed up in the head after the visit. He basically said they have up to 7 years to indict and other shit, but he'll check the DA to see that what the delay is on that. That's why he said I could sit here for up to 3 years before it's all over, meaning the trial. Joe was upset that, yeah, so the info I received was that Joe was upset that you were on YouTube saying you think that he thinks I'm guilty. And also, the new lawyer says it's all over the internet that people think I'm done. You must have spoken to someone to know that I had an attorney visit today. And if you want to talk to anyone, let it be my attorney, not Joe. Okay. So probably Sylvia found it in the system because Sylvia goes right over there to the kiosk. Joe said he believes you're innocent. That was the last conversation we had. I don't speak on that, but I did when he first took on the case and was acting like you were guilty. So it would be from a phone call with you. No, it's in all these damn messages. You guys are ridiculous. So is Joe off the case? He did act like you were guilty in the beginning. His office did as well. They gave me attitude because I was not letting up. The bloggers have most people thinking you're guilty. Hateful hoes. No evidence. How can they be believed? We're just reading your words, dummy. No, Joe is still on the cases. He's going to try. You know how that go. We'll see you. And that's it for the Joe search. Okay, so Doug, there were 38 messages with Joe, but if you type in Doug, it was 16. We got through those pretty fast. All right, and then let me see. Girl, attorney shows up 144 times. We can't get through that. What was the other thing we said we were going to look up? Girl, I've downed almost a whole bottle of water just now. Well, we've seen PGR. I feel like it was something else about PGR. Oops. It shows up one time, which is the one that we read already. Okay. So I do have the warrant, but I cannot get into it right now. Let me see if my request has come back yet so we can do all of that at the same time. You guys, I have an update on Brandon Dillard awaiting clerk review. What is taking so long? I submitted that before I went live. That should be back already. What's going on? I hope I submitted it to the right place. Okay. They're probably looking for it. It's probably okay. Okay. So I'm waiting for something. Then I've also got this to talk to you guys about. This is one of the warrants. This is the body warrant. I feel like we've talked about this before. I will we will get into this, but I can't. I got to go pick up Farah from school. So, ooh, Jesus, girl. Okay, girl, I'm clicking and showing. Okay, it's like, okay. Anywho, all right, I'm gonna have to. All right, guys, I have got to go pick up the kid from school, and we will get into all of that when I'm done. Girl, Joe Doug, okay? What, maybe Duggo? Maybe Duggo or maybe Doe? DOE? Mr. Doe? Okay. Guys, this was so much fun. I had a blast reading that today. Okay. That was fun. Okay. What next? I've got this warrant. I'm waiting for the search warrant to come back. I'm also looking for something else that I also requested. Let me check my other mail. I had to request in two different places. I'm working on not saying too much because I just, let's see. So that I know when I have stuff, like it's like I can just tell you, okay, guys, we're ready to get into this. Let me see, because I did request something from Roswell. Let me see. Let me check my iCloud. This is fun. We hadn't done a what do we know in a minute. Okay. Thank you for submitting your request for records. I have a security key and reference number shown below. You will need these to download the records from the public portal. Is my request final? Records request confirmation. Your request security code. Let me click on my request. Is it complete? I don't think it's complete yet. Requested documents. It's not ready yet. Okay. I had to send something to Roswell Police Department today. I sent something to Fulton County. So I'm just waiting, and that will make the reading of this even better so that we can get to the bottom. But this was my initial point today, guys, when I opened this up. So we talked about the motion to suppress already, right? I will attach or I will share the motion to suppress video. If you see Nesto's defense, they're focusing around, first of all, they wanted a statement of particulars. A statement of particulars is basically the defense asking the prosecution, basically, like, what is your case? Like, what are you, basically, they want like a cheat sheet of the direction that the prosecution is going. And we know what the answer was on the statement of particulars. Will Wooten was like, just read the damn document. Like, everything is there. Basically, I mean, I'm paraphrasing, but that's basically what he said, right? So they wanted a statement of particulars because they're trying to figure out the case. So that didn't work. Now they want a motion in limine. So they're basically, well, no, not the motion in limine. They requested the general demurs, and that's what they're going to be arguing when they go to court on 11/7. The general demurs, if you're not familiar with that, I think Pam explained it like to the T. We also did a review of the demurs. If you follow me on Patreon, I posted the document. It's there. Um, and then also I posted the motion to suppress. I think the motion to suppress is also posted in members over here. So all the documents are like readily available for you to review. But once I get these last two pieces to go with this warrant, we'll try to we'll get our own opinion on what we think they're trying to do. But basically, I feel like based on what we're seeing and the path that they're going, it's on some technicality, which is really that's what my opinion as a court watcher. People who don't really have a defense, they try to find technicalities to chip away at the evidence. So rather than I was here, I was there, I'm not guilty, it's more so you didn't do this and you didn't do that and that's disqualified and da 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 da, to try to kind of get out of the way because of technicalities versus really trying to like I wasn't there, this is my evidence, this is my alibi, this is my this is my that. That's just what I'm seeing. You guys tell me. I hate when people call me too. Okay, me too. Period. Okay. Guys, let me go get my kid. And then I'm waiting on those other things. When I come back, I have an update on Brandon Dillard. If you were in members, you already know what's going on. The veneer specialist from Atlanta who was with the shits. Okay. I have some information on that. And I also have a Sarah Boone update. I think opening statements could be starting. Hopefully, I didn't miss anything while we've been live. But if I did, guess what? We'll be back watching court. Okay. How about that? Thank you to all of my new boo-boos. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, sis. Thank you, sis. I appreciate it. Mona C Talks. Thank you, hon. I missed you when you came in, but most definitely thank you so much for making it official. And then my boo boo secret be sweet. Thank you, hun. Thank you, Petty Patty and Tanya B and 504. Thank you to all of Bougie Gang for all you do. Everybody who sat here and listened and had some fun and had some laughs. All of the things. We have almost 500 likes. We still have almost 700 here. If you have not hit the thumbs up yet, what are you waiting for? Like Denise said, period. Okay. Denise just said, period. What are you waiting for? I don't tap dance and I don't shimmy pop, but we did talk that tea. What are you here for? Okay. That's all I have to say. That's my closing argument. Ladies and gentlemen of the Bougie Gang jury, did I not deliver on what, like, we're, I mean, come on. Okay. Anywho, you guys have a wonderful afternoon. I love you guys. And this was so much fun. And I think that's it. That's all. And I will see you guys when I come back live a little bit later or post a video. I don't know, but I do have a Brandon Dillard update. I have a Sarah Boone update. So if you guys will come back and catch some of that, the Brandon Dillard update, you will really be shocked and surprised because Sir got a bond. That's all I'm going to say. Sir got a bond. And yeah, and we'll talk about the stipulations and all of the things and what I learned about what happens when you're practicing dentistry and medicine without a license. Okay. Oh, one more thing. So, if you did not listen to the call yesterday, if you remember, so there was a call October 10th. I don't know when PCFP is going to put up the uncut, but it's from October 10th. So last week, amongst other things, SONYA, I'm going to give you guys a little teaser. Amongst other things, the reason why Brandon Dillard came up is because SONYA was, of course, drawing from current news and what she learns over here at Bougie Gang. And she was talking about the veneer specialist and her opinions on the matter as if anyone really asked her. Anyway, we went ahead and looked up to see what was going on with Mr. Brandon. And that's when I discovered that he got a cash bond and his ass is out of jail. So, anywho, we will get further into that later. I'll give you guys the full update if you missed it. But yes, SONYA is busy still talking about other people and still comparing Nesto to everybody else. Why doesn't she just encourage him to tell the truth? Okay. All right, guys. You guys have a wonderful afternoon. Bye, guys.